anyone new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well as hit that notification. You already know, notification gang. Let's get it.
No, it's levels to it. You and I know, bitch. Be humble. Bitch. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Bitch. Sit down. Be humble.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy 3 we're back with another video. Now, before I start, I just want to ask you guys two things and just mention two things to you guys. So next week I'm going to Jamaica for a wedding, but I'm gonna try to vlog, out there. Since I'm gonna be out there for the first time, would you guys like to see a vlog video? And if you would, just comment below as well as slap the like. It would definitely, I would definitely appreciate that, and it would just assure me that you guys do want to watch or see me vlog out there. Second question is, I have Friday the 13th. Me and my boy got it. If you guys would like to see us stream that as well, slap the like and comment below. We would greatly appreciate that. Now, just to kick off this video, is Far Cry 5. Obviously you have diehard Far Cry fans out there. A lot of people were not intrigued with Far Cry Primal. I actually did like it because it was a different boundary, it was a different environment they took this game, although it did seem like a filler because there wasn't that much depth and dialogue in that story. But I did like it. It was a different approach, but I definitely didn't take it serious like a lot of diehard Far Cry fans, which I understand from their point of view. They're looking at it like, yo, this is not a Far Cry game that we're familiar with. Now, with this game specifically, I think it's going to be around 2 years that they were developing a full-fledged Far Cry game. And just my hopes for the game, I seen the cover art, it looks really nice. I just hope that the game is in a different setting. We see that it is in America, but just from the background, it seems like it's in another vast, area of just mountains and trees and everything. And we got that with previous Far Cry games where we're just in terrain areas or countryside looking areas. And it seems like although we are in America, it's still in a countryside type of environment. So we're gonna just definitely check this out. Trailer, I don't know what it can be about, but I'm interested to see what's up. So I'm gonna put the official link in the comment section, well, in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, slap a like and subscribe. So without further ado, let's get it.
We must atone.
Whoa,
Something
like a
is
movie.
coming. You can feel it, can't you?
Montreal production. This game looks good.
You
Whoa,
can
the
feel
scenery
that we
looks
are
really nice.
creeping towards the
I think that's
edge.
in-game engine footage too.
I know that you were out there.
Wow, that looks good.
I know that
What
you
the
were in
freak,
pain.
bro?
For my children, I'm here to tell you that suffering is a choice, and you can choose a better path.
Yo, is this the
You
game?
want you,
This looks good. I know this is
Something.
in-game, once again, in-game engine footage, but
and we will take
this
you,
looks good.
willingly.
Even
or
if this
not.
is cutscene footage, this looks really good.
And some of you may fight, but in the end, you will thank us.
Probably the antagonist or the villain or someone is talking,
am your father.
narrating the intro.
And you are my children.
The freak? Yo, the game looks really good. But I'm gonna give you guys my ups and negatives about it.
The end is upon us. I shall lead you to the gate. For you are my children, and I am your father.
That looked kind of weird. Sinner, Hope Country. Okay, so all right, we just seen this right now. Let me just read this. It says Far Cry 5. Far Cry comes to America in the latest installment of the award-winning franchise. It's a very, very consistent, very good franchise. I think the last one may have had like a little fallout. A lot of people weren't that intrigued with the story. It says, welcome to Hope Country, Montana. When your rival incites to cult to violently seize control of the region, you must rise up and spark the fires of resistance to liberate and besieged community. Some things, matter of fact, let me put this back because I need to show you guys some things that, even though I did say this game looked good, there's some things to really note here, and there are, and I hate to be that guy. I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm gonna be just as real as I can, as I can be. The game scenery looks too identical to Ghost Recon Wildlands, and it's not saying that's a bad thing, but it makes me question their whole little gimmick with using the same engine or remapping certain things with their games, because they got caught doing that with Far Cry 4, if I'm not mistaken. They found out, or Far Cry Primal, that they use the same map as another one, even with Assassin's Creed. I forgot which game it was. Something that I noticed, some of the character models look very similar to the character models of Ghost Recon Wildlands. You can argue that, you know, it's a Ubisoft game. A lot of their games and their characters do have similar models. Vehicles display, it looks very similar to Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I'm like, once again, I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. One thing that kind of caught me was player face models. You know, Ubisoft still got to get their shit together with that, but some of their characters, they look similar to, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, Ghost Recon Wildlands characters. So it's all about uniqueness with their games. I think it's the villain or antagonist, whoever you want to say, the person who's part of this church, and it just seems by the storyline. I'm not sitting here and I'm going to tell you that, I'm not trying to tell you that this is going to be a generic story, but it seems like this story is going to be like one guy is trying to manipulate this whole town to believing one type of, I think, belief, or having this similar belief or specific belief that, you know, he is the Lord and everybody's going to praise to him. So when you enter this country land, basically you're going to have all these people around you, like a mini purge, and they're just going to be out to try to kill you. So it seems like it's going to be bigger than just him, although he may be the main figure of the game, which is kind of cool. But what really gets me about this game is not anything here. Everything here looks beautiful. I think the game scenery looks beautiful. There's a lot of customization, as I just read below, and I think it's going to be great. One thing with Ubisoft is because I'm familiar with the franchise, I want them to explore with their game. Now, they took us out of these country areas, but they brought us into the States, into the US, into a countryside area in the United States. And something I would have really hoped was for you to really explore your boundaries with Far Cry specifically. I really love Far Cry 3, especially the multiplayer. Some people probably didn't really enjoy that, but I really did. But to explore your boundaries and maybe have taken us to a city type of area where there's skyscrapers and all that stuff. And that's because I'm so familiar with Far Cry being more on the countryside and everything, that I would have liked to see a different approach. I'm not mad at this at all, but it happens like that. Now, say if we were to play games that are only in the city, we would have probably had the same point of view or preferences that, listen, I would like to see this in the countryside. Now, aside from that, I'm not going to take away what this story can be. This can probably be a really great story. It's just something of preference, but I think overall this game looks really good. In-game engine footage is not official gameplay, so we also got to take that into consideration. I really hope they add multiplayer, and if they do add multiplayer or co-op, some of the things I would really enjoy or take from other games would be specifically Ghost Recon Wildlands shooting. Anything gun related where it was more realistic. When you shot somebody in the head, they die once. I want their weapon mechanics to be in this game. Now, if I find out, and the problem with Ubisoft games is that even if it's a Far Cry first person game over to maybe an Assassin's Creed game to a Ghost Recon game, a lot of their games, or even Watch Dogs, a lot of the games have similar UI systems or UI menus or just customization options. It's very similar. I really hope the route that they're taking this game, especially the new Assassin's Creed, is even in a different direction, even in terms of customization and just even as far as the UI, because it's too similar. We talked about this on the GMG podcast, where it would be a mess even with Watch Dogs or Assassin's Creed games, or all the Assassin's Creed games or certain Ubisoft games. You have to go to certain areas to find the Eagle thing. It's always the same setup with their games, and I really hope the time they've taken off to, you know, develop Far Cry 5, they really added some stuff that are very different but can still appeal and draw our attention to Far Cry 5, because I don't want to see this franchise go down. Far Cry is a really great game. But that's all I have to say about the game. It really looks good. I'm not gonna lie to you. The trailer looked good and it looks promising. I don't doubt that the gameplay is going to be really fucking amazing, because Far Cry games have great gameplay. I'm not going to lie. Ever since Far Cry 3, from that point to now, had great gameplay in my opinion. So yeah, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, slap a thumbs up. And remember the 2 questions in the beginning of the video. Subscribe if you're new, hit that notification button, and we out. It's your boy 3MG. Peace.
I told you, the weather's cold, we're getting older. Things even change when it gets colder, but we'll move on just like a mountain. The sun is gone, it's on the summer. Those were the days we stayed.